Every single one of us have a wish that he or she would love to be fulfilled, or a worry that he or she would love to be removed. Today, insha'Allah ta'ala, we will mention 3 steps. Today, insha'Allah, we will mention 3 steps. If they are followed sincerely, guaranteed the wishes will be fulfilled and the worries will disappear. First step, which is the easiest step. Identify the wish that you want to be fulfilled, or the worry that you want to be removed. It could be financial problem, it could be a sickness, it could be a marital problem, it could be problems at work, or it could be that you want to graduate from college with distinction, or it could be a person that you have in mind that you want to get married to. Whatever it is, identify what is it that you want. What is it that you want to be achieved, and what is it that you want to be removed? You want that difficulty to disappear. What is it? Identify it. That's the first step. Put that thought in your mind and concentrate on the next two steps, and especially the second step, which is the toughest one among the 3. Tell yourself, the second step, tell yourself, Ya Allah, I entrusted you in solving that problem. Ya Rabb, I have entrusted you in achieving that goal. When we travel, we all traveled. I gave this example before because it's relevant. When we travel, none of us go to the cockpit. Excuse me, pilot, how many hours of training did you fly? Did you have any drugs last night? How long did you sleep? Did you drink alcohol? Anybody have done that? Never. Complete 100% trust in a complete stranger. 30,000 feet above the ground. And he could be an Islamophobe. Complete trust in a stranger. Multiply that by 1,000,000 times when you are making the second step. Multiply that by 1,000,000,000 times when you are making the second step. Ya Allah, I entrust you with that sickness, that cancer that I got. Ya Allah, I entrust you to cure it. Ya Allah, that masters I want to achieve, I entrust you, Ya Allah, you're going to help me achieve it. Ya Allah, that problem between me and my wife, Ya Allah, I entrust you to solve it. This step is an action of the heart. Amal qalbi. This step is an action of the heart. That's why it's a little harder to achieve. Just like when we hear a lot about having khushu' and salat, right? It's not like click and the next salat you will have khushu'. It's literally a lifetime of training to achieve the khushu' and the salat. Why? Because it's a amal qalbi, because an action of the heart. Physical actions, Allahu Akbar, you shave your head when you come back from Umrah, very easy. But the a'mal of the qulub are the real test of our Iman. So this is amal qalbi, this is an action of the heart. So that's why it needs some work. So you put all your thoughts in that matter, accompanied by complete trust in Allah Azza wa Jal. Entrust Allah with that worry or that goal, and if you do it right, you will feel the ease and the comfort already. If you do it well, you already feel. If you do it sincerely, instantly you start feeling some comfort. This step has to be, must be established before we proceed. We want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to see that our hearts, not just us, our hearts are attached to Him. The first step was between you and yourself. The second step is between you and the source of comfort. The second step is between you and the source of peace. It's between you and the one who said, وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا عِندَنَا خَزَائِنُهُ. The second step is between us and the one who said, there's nothing except I have its source. Money, I am the source. Sickness, I am the source of cure. Worries, I am the source of peace and comfort. Allah Azza wa Jal is the source of relief. I want to make sure that this step is clear before we proceed. I'll give you an example. Let's say someone came to me and said, Sheikh, I have a $30,000 debt. And this debt is keeping me sleepless, especially after I heard the hadith that the person stays punished in the grave until the debt is paid. Is there anyone you know that can help me? Please, I want you to put yourself in place of that person asking. I said, yes. I know a guy who's a multi-billionaire and extremely generous. And many people approached him and he paid off their debt. How do you feel? You already felt good. Allahu Akbar. The source of relief is coming closer, right? Rich, generous, and he helps people. Allahu Akbar. And you know him? So my problem is solved. You did not even meet the guy. You did not even speak to the guy. But because of the description I gave you, you already felt the comfort. Multiply that by 1 billion times. Because you are now dealing with the rich himself. You are dealing with the generous himself. Al-Ghani himself. Al-Kareem himself. Not a rich guy. That guy could change his mind. That guy could get bankrupt. That guy might not like you. But here, in this second step, I am putting in my trust in the Ghani himself. In the one who said, فَعَالٌ لِمَا يُرِيد. I can do whatever I want. In the one who tells something kun, and it is. That's why this second step is extremely important. When we deal with a human being, just like we felt comfort when I told you about that guy, when we deal with a human being, subhanallah, we feel good. When I said to the guy that there is a guy rich, this and that, he felt so good. But when I said, brother, tawakkal ala Allah, put your trust in Allah. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll try. This is the main problem. When it comes to Allah Azza wa Jal, we say, let's try. When you say, let me try it, it's not going to work. For example, when Rasulullah ﷺ said, if you have any ache in your body, hadith 100% authentic, put your hand, say Bismillah 3 times, Allahumma inni a'udhu bi'izzatika wa qudratika min sharri ma ajidu wa uhadir 7 times. Let me try it. It's not going to work. If I have complete trust that the one who told me this is the one لا ينطق عن الهوى, does not speak from his desire, in huwa illa wahyun yuha, it's a revelation. When I say it in that, with that mentality, with that mindset, it will work. But if I say it, let me give it a shot, it's not going to work. A man came and he said, Umar radiallahu an, he used to, every time he had a headache, he used to put his hand and read the Fatiha and disappears. So the man tried it, it didn't work. He said, Ya Habibi, the Fatiha is the Fatiha, but that was Umar and that was you. You're just saying it because you want to try it. You have to say it with yaqeen, with certainty. Allah Azza wa Jal himself told us in the Qur'an, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ أَن يُخَفِّفَ عَنْكُمْ. Allah Azza wa Jal told us that Allah wants to ease your burden. Allah told us, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرِ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرِ. Allah wants ease for you. Allah does not want hardship for us. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prescribes something, and some of our youth, they complain, it's too hard. No. Allah will not ask us to do something that we cannot handle and then punishes us because we did not do it. Impossible. That's not the Wadud. That's not the Rahim. That's not Arham al-Rahimin. After this second step, if you do it right, you should instantly feel a lot of relief, because Allah Azza wa Jal said, وَمَن يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. Because Allah Azza wa Jal, He said, whomsoever put his trust in me, I am sufficient for him. I'm sufficient. Can you imagine if the king of one of those countries stood up here, whatever you want, I got it. Allahu Akbar. You feel relief right away. And when Allah Azza wa Jal said, وَمَن يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ, we have doubt. Whomsoever put his trust in Allah, Allah hasbuh, sufficient for him or her. Now we come to the third step. I thought about the matter. I did my best to put complete trust in Allah Azza wa Jal. I have no doubt that Allah will fulfill my wish and relieve my worries. Now the third step. Take by the means. You thought about it. You put your trust in Allah. The third step, take by the means. You are sick. You put your trust in Allah. He is the Shafi. Now go to the doctors. Take the medicine. You're looking for a job? Apply. Find different courses to maybe a different career. Add to your knowledge. Do something. Do everything possible in your capacity. That's the third step. You want to get married? You saw that sister? You go talk to their parents. You pray istikhara. Take by the means to the best of your ability. Now, the third step has a very important disclaimer. Even though you are taking by the means, listen carefully. Your heart should not be attached to the means, but it should be attached to the Rabb of the means. Your heart should not be attached to the medicine. Your heart should not be attached to the doctor. Your heart should not be attached to the wasta. Your heart should not be attached to the means. These are just means. Because if the means failed and you have complete attachment to the means, you will worry more and you will panic and you will be depressed and stressed. But if your heart is attached to the Rabb of the means, you will know that Allah Azza wa Jal, even though it was not fulfilled, Allah kept it away from my path because I had tawakkul on Him and because He knows it's not good for me. Following these 3 steps will solve any worries. قولوا قولي هذا استغفر الله فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله وحده الصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. The one who does not perform the 3rd step, he's not a mutawakkil. He's called in Arabic mutawakil with an alif. He's fake tawakkul. If you say Allah is the shafi and you go to sleep and you don't do nothing, this is fake tawakkul. If you say Allah is the one who provides the rizq and you do not look for a job, you don't have anything, this is fake tawakkul. You must fulfill the 3rd step. Now, someone might say, I've done all 3 and nothing happened. One of 2 scenarios. Either your tawakkul was very weak, either the 2nd step was very weak and you had doubts, or Allah Azza wa Jal, because you have tawakkul on Him, did not give it to you, because Allah Azza wa Jal knows, the only one who knows the unseen, and He knows that achieving that goal, fulfilling that goal for you was bad for you, because you had tawakkul. So, my brothers and sisters, there's a sister, just to show you how you take by the means and you do all these 3 steps. A father called me yesterday about his daughter. Even though she's very young, but she goes to dialysis every single day. And whosoever have been through that, you know how tough it is. And at the same time, for the people who do not go through that, be extremely grateful that your kidneys are being washed by themselves, while people have to go through so much torture every single day. So the sister, subhanallah, is patient and put her trust in Allah Azza wa Jal. And now she's taken by all the means. She asked all her family members if they can donate a kidney. Nobody was available. Now he's asking me to ask you if anybody has a kidney who would like to donate and help someone in this dunya and in the akhirah. He's taken by all the means. Ya Allah, I'm taken by the means. This is the way it's supposed to be. I do not just say, I wish, or I'm worried, and I go to sleep. Put your trust in Allah and take by the means. And finally, anytime you're going through any kind of difficulty, any kind of worries, you ask yourself 2 questions. 2 questions. Number 1, does Allah know about my worry? And the answer is 100%, no doubt. Number 2, can Allah solve my problem? And the answer is 100%, no doubt. So what's left? In the middle of the night, at the time of tahajjud, in the last third of the night, Ya Rabb, Ya Allah, Ya Kareem, ask. He knows and He can solve it. And He's the only one that can solve it. Beg Allah Azza wa Jal. Unfortunately, a brother came and I could not understand his problem because of the crying. Ya akhi, calm down. After he calmed down and he told me the problem, I said, Habibi, do you want solution for this? He said, that's why I'm here. I said, okay, you see those tears? You see those tears? You are a faqir crying to a faqir, a poor man crying to another poor man. Have the same tears in the middle of the night in your sujood and beg Allah Azza wa Jal, who has the cure. When it comes to each other, we cry half an hour, 45 minutes expressing my feeling. And when it comes to sujood, I'm allergic to the carpet. 1 second, 10 seconds, I'm up. He came after 3 weeks, and Allah is my witness. Said, Ya Sheikh, anybody who has any worries, tell them to make sujood at the last third of the night and do not lift your head until you're done. All my problems were solved. You're not dealing with Baajour. You're dealing with Allah, with the Qadir himself. Go to Allah with a full heart, with complete trust, with sincerity. Ya Rabb, Ya Rabb, you're the only one who could solve my worries. Ya Allah, fix my affairs with my wife. Ya Allah, fix my affairs with my parents. Ya Allah, I need a job. Ya Allah, I need a child. Ya Allah, I need this, I need that. Bismillah. You are asking the Kareem himself. Identify the problem, put your trust in Allah, and take by the means, and bi-idhnillah ta'ala, you will see miracles.